This is Tori. She fell in love with 7.
My husband gave birth to our children.
This is the 7-month belly update. 7 months.
I took testosterone for so long and it took so long to conceive. I thought, you know what, it ain't gonna happen.
I'm Matthew, I'm a transgender man.
I'm Nuve,
and we're the baby daddies.
When it came to me announcing that Matthew was pregnant or that we were having a child, they literally hit us with oh, okay.
I couldn't ask for anything more than to be a parent.
I'm Lola.
I'm Dominic.
We're judged because we swapped genders. I started transitioning about 5 years ago.
I started my transition 10 years ago. We're going to have kids, but I don't plan on carrying them.
This is Tori. She fell in love with 7.
My husband gave birth to our children. I always wanted to have kids. I didn't think it was possible to conceive naturally.
This is the 7-month belly update. 7 months.
Because I took testosterone for so long and it took so long to conceive, I thought, you know what, it ain't gonna happen. Num-nums, num-nums. My pregnancy experiences were perfect. I just didn't like being judged.
People would stare, they would smirk and giggle.
Eat that one in, huh? Eat that one. I was assigned female at birth. I started my transition at a very young age. I would say I knew what I was off back when I was very young. I would say about 5, 6. Where you going? All right.
I was assigned to male at birth. And I started my transition, I would say when I was like 18-ish, 19.
My transition journey was easy because I knew. Hard because the stuff that you have to deal with when you're going through your transition. So as me being born female, then I'm putting this testosterone within my body, but then you also have to deal with the realities of, you have people that judge you because you take them, friends that leave you because you take them, family that shun you because you take them. So you gotta deal with all that. All that comes with the transition.
My transition journey, it was good, I loved it, but it was also rocky. You know, when I was transitioning, I was still kind of in school. When I was in home, you know, I was comfortable and stuff. And in school, it was overwhelming. But for the most part, it's good.
Come on.
Okay. I like that one too, with his fanny pack. You see your little teddy bear on there? Look at that.
You want to wear this one? What I love most about being a dad is I can dress him like me and just teach them things, you know, protect them, teach them.
She's like, okay, I'm ready.
All right, and the blue crop.
Okay, let's get dressed. What I love most about being a mom is, honey, well, we all know I do hair, nails, and makeup, so my daughter will stay laid and slayed, honey. Prophet's favorite toy is that steering wheel, honey. He be acting like he loved to drive. He loved his stuffed animals, but for the most part, honey, he loved putting stuff in his mouth.
Yes, and it's always these.
How did you feel when you found out that you were pregnant both times?
I was happy, emotional, but happy.
The first thing I did was called all of my family. I called everybody. I was ecstatic. Misconceptions they have is that because you're trans, you can't have kids.
The positive responses was like, congratulations, good job, you're gonna be a great parent. The negatives was basically, why are you having a kid? If you're supposed to be the man, men don't have babies and stuff like that. Going to the OBG and sitting around a whole bunch of females, they're looking at you like, no, it can't be, or why, or is it possible you're faking? So it's like, it gets bad and very uncomfortable because it's like, you don't want to hide your pregnancy. Like, well, I'm not gonna hide my kids. Definitely stare.
People would stare, they would smirk and giggle, and, you know, and point and things like that, but they never, you know, said anything.
Yeah. Pregnancy with Prophet, towards the end, I had severe preeclampsia. When I had him, it was dramatic. I hemorrhaged, like bad with Prophet. Here come the storm. I had him 36 weeks.
It really scared me. Yeah.
When Prophet turned 6 months, winter came. We conceived the same time. Say, I'm almost done. Say, I'm almost done. I was sick with winter. I was hurting with winter. I did have still the severe preeclampsia, but it wasn't as bad as Prophet.
When you have kids, it completely changes you. It matures you, you know, faster. Like, you don't want nothing but your relationship and your family to be healthy and at its best.
Come on, Ting Ting. Okay.
I honestly think that my transition made my relationship with my parents closer.
That moment when we found out that we're gonna have a baby over here soon. Oh, I got goosebumps just talking about it. It was beautiful. I was there for Prophet's birth. That was one of the best experiences in my life, in our lives.
I enjoy being an uncle. They're like my siblings, to be honest.
You're gonna be faced with a lot of different opinions and judgment and stuff like that in this walk of life. It makes me feel sad for them, you know, but in the same breath, I'm like their big cheerleader. So we always gonna find a positive as a family together. Nothing's gonna take away the joy that we have as a family.
Would I say we're a close family? Yes. We have family time, we bond, we go through things, cry together, laugh together, argue with each other. Yeah, very close.
How our mama supported us, you know, she's a whole lot of motivation. We do a whole lot of family and bonding time, you know, so she's one of our biggest supporters.
Things that people have said to me, why are you pregnant? I feel sorry for the baby. The baby needs a new family. I have comments of people saying that Prophet's gonna be trans or he's gonna be gay and stuff like that.
And I also get, you know, you would never be the mom or your kids is gonna grow up to be crazy. People who made negative comments that's about being parents and being pregnant or trans, I think that they should keep their opinion to themselves and mind their business because our kids is gonna be successful because we are. It's all about how you raise your kids, what you show them, how you teach them, and it all starts from home.
What I would like to say to other trans people that consider having kids, go for it.
It's a beautiful thing, it's a blessing. You're always gonna have negative comments or, you know, hate or people judging you. Don't let that faze you, you know, don't take it to heart, you know, keep doing you.
What changes would you like to see to support pregnant trans people and their families?
Hospital-wise, using the correct pronouns.
People to be more open-minded, to be more careful of, you know, the choice of words that they say.
Understanding and acceptance and to educate yourself.
What I hope for my family for the future is what we have now. Just, you know, be successful, definitely good health, be motivated, strong.
Grow up to be something and to keep going, don't never stop.
This is Matthew. He fell in love with Nuve. After their first date, Matthew opened up to Nuve about his past.
I'm a transgender man. 4th grade, when you start going through like puberty, is when I was like, oh yeah, no, I'm not a girl.
8 months into their relationship, Matthew became pregnant with baby Lotus.
That's love right there. That's it.
Unfortunately, Nuve's family have struggled to accept the relationship.
I have to keep saying, you guys know that's not my friend, right? I made a whole baby with this person.
The couple have also dealt with ignorant comments online.
Who's the father? How did you have him? Does he still have breast?
People just don't get it. I'm Matthew, I'm a transgender man.
I'm Nuve,
and we're the baby daddies.
We met on Tinder. After our first date, I get a text after I walk in the house. It was like a book. And I was like, what is this about? And it was him just explaining to me his experience with himself and coming to terms with even being trans, his family.
My transition began at the end of high school, just because I had to wait until I was 18 to do things. I changed my name and I started hormone replacement therapy. And then as soon as I graduated high school, I got a job, acquired $6,000 and got my chest surgery done.
Matthew was my first trans person that I've been with. To say it hasn't been new would be the biggest lie. I've had to definitely reevaluate things within myself. That was definitely a journey.
A learning experience.
Learning process.
I came in, I was like, I got you. You can hang out with me. And then we never stopped hanging out.
Yeah. We've been together for about 2 years.
I think the baby's hungry. Can you get him something to eat?
Yeah, I got you.
Nuve's family struggles to accept the relationship because they They're a bit older.
Due to my family being as religious as we are when it came to now me introducing a man who was born a female, he is now a male, even after that explanation, it was still like, huh, okay, all right. We'll take it however you're giving it to us, but we still don't really understand. When it came to me announcing that Matthew was pregnant or that we were having a child, they literally hit us with a, oh, okay.
The most uncomfortable isn't even in the general public, it's probably in like healthcare facilities. Every time I walk through that door, they were like, what are you here for? And where's your wife or whatever? And I'm just like, I'm the one with the baby. It didn't trigger gender dysphoria doing something so quote unquote feminine as, you know, being pregnant and giving birth. I was honestly amazed with myself. Like I was just like, oh, holy crap, I'm growing a person. Awesome.
The reactions that we get online, of course, they are mixed between both positive and negative. Most people are really just interested in the dynamic of how I, as a gay man, met a trans man who then decided that they also wanted to be pregnant and then also have that baby, have no dysphoria. Who's the father? How did you have him? Does he still have breasts? Do you guys breastfeed? Did he get bottom surgery? So y'all gonna say congratulations but not confusion. And then someone else is like, he's really a girl. And it just goes to show that a lot of people are simply uneducated. We mainly get positive comments here and there. We have congratulations, I'm a seahorse dad too, my son's 2 now. Hashtag parenting goals, I love this for y'all, congrats. I mean, that's love right there. That's it. Every single day that I wake up, I get to look at my kid and go, that's the ultimate source of happiness that I could possibly have right now. So other people could not possibly affect that. My family has come around just a tad because they're like, well, we want to be involved with the baby. We want to be here for the baby. Our friends have been so supportive. They've loved everything about our dynamic. The love that they show our kid, the support that they show our kid, it's ridiculous. On the horizon for us,
getting married.
Getting married too. I couldn't ask for anything more than to be a parent.
I'm Lola.
I'm Dominic.
We're judged because we swap genders.
We definitely face more judgment on social media.
That's a man. I love seeing 2 men happily in love. So you are straight then. So the real woman is the man and the real man is a woman.
My name is Rhea Latre. I had all the reservations about their relationship. I thought that they were gonna ruin each other's lives.
I was completely gagged because I had separate conversations with both of you about staying away from each other.
I'm Dominic, this is my girlfriend Lola. We're going to have kids, but I don't plan on carrying them.
We're judged because we swap genders. I started transitioning about 5 years ago. I have not had any surgery, just a few modifications to my face.
I started my transition 10 years ago. I'm just on hormones and I've had top surgery.
I never thought I would date a trans man.
I never thought that I would date another trans person because I feel like society has like expectations of like who trans people should date.
Dating a trans person has helped with my own journey by just the comfortability and the understanding.
We definitely face more judgment on social media than anything. Yeah, like all the time.
I feel like judgment amongst the trans community in general, it's always name calling back to the gender at birth, which is like, that's old, like come up with something else. That is clearly a man, so please don't insult real woman. That's a man. I love seeing 2 men happily in love. So you are straight then. So the real woman is the man and the real man is a woman. Okay, got it. This is why I get so confused about this community and the dating process. A lot of the trolls on our posts and stuff, it's when it comes to like the straight with extra steps thing, like it's funny, but they're always like focused on body parts. Like which is like nobody's business. I don't let the negative comments stick with me because then I'm carrying that around on top of the weight that I already have carrying around being trans. So I just kind of, you know, let it go.
I've been doing social media for like 9 years. So like the negative comments and stuff like that, I don't really pay attention to them that much. I realized I wanted to transition when I was 12. I was a tomboy like growing up, and I was like around a lot of older people that were like, you know, tomboyish too. I thought that I was just like a lesbian, and then I kind of just like started like asking myself, you know, why do I feel like this? And then eventually I found, you know, the trans community. I was like Googling, you know, I feel like a boy trapped in a girl's body. And then next thing you know, there's all these YouTubers and like they're talking about how they feel and like what they're going through. And I was like, this is exactly what I feel like.
I feel like I've always known. Like growing up, I had all the Barbie dolls. I was into the hair, the makeup, but I wasn't educated or I didn't know what transgender or trans was.
Our friend Rhea is coming over today and we're gonna discuss her opinions on our relationship.
She is a wild card, so you never know what she's gonna say.
My name is Rhea Latre. I am drag's baddest bitch, and I am one of Lola and Dominic's best friends. I had all the reservations about their relationship. I thought that they were too young and they have too much to do and too much to accomplish before they allow other people into their lives. But as in true Dominic and Lola fashion, they don't listen. I thought that they were gonna ruin each other's lives. Ashalaka-laka! Hey! Well, I had to stop by and get some dinner up in here. Hi, Dom.
Hi.
So what did you think when you found out that we were like official?
I was completely gagged because I had separate conversations with both of you about staying away from each other. Because I knew the magnetism was there, but I didn't want it to derail you guys from your paths. Did you ever see yourself finding another trans person to hug up with?
No, definitely I never thought that I'd be with another trans person.
I think it was a Monday night. You met Lola and the next day you hit me up, you're like, so tell me about this Lola girl. Tell me about her, and I was like, no, I ain't telling you nothing. Stay away from her. And like most of my friends, they never take my advice. But in this case, I'm glad you didn't. In this current climate that we live in, this future is scary. But it can be beautiful. Like, do you guys want to have kids? Do you guys want to get married?
Yeah, I mean, we definitely want to get married and definitely want to have kids. But it's gonna be a process. It's gonna be, you know.
Do you think you're gonna have kids the old-fashioned way?
No.
No, okay. I'm gonna test you, baby. Okay.
Yeah, I love grandma.
If you need me to carry it, let me know.
Yeah, I think we'll do a surrogate.
If I can't carry because of medical reasons, why wouldn't you carry?
I just don't want to like push a human out of my body. And I also don't want a belly. I don't want like a human child inside of my stomach. I definitely don't want to give birth. There's so much that goes on during that process that I don't want to go through.
I don't ever want him to do anything that he doesn't want to do. I mean, that's a lie. Carrying a baby is hard on the body, and also like, especially being trans, like there could be complications, and I don't want to put him at risk. At first I was kind of like, you need to carry the baby. But I was, you know, set in my ways, and I didn't do my research where we could have a surrogate or have a lab-grown
baby.
Yeah, a lab-grown baby.
So what do you think about our relationship now as opposed to when we first got together?
Baby, let me tell you, I am living for you guys. I am living so hard. I feel like there might be some kind of magic that's gonna happen in my life where I can finally maybe meet somebody. I really respect you guys individually and as a couple. So thank you.
Thank you.
Oh my God, the time has come. I've gotta go, half past the freckle. It's Drag's Raz brunch today, and I'm gonna be a little bit late, but it was worth it. I love you so much, Lola. I love you so much, Dom. I'm gonna take this cut. Bye, I love you, have fun.
Bye, I love you, say. What I love most about Dom is that he keeps me so cool, calm, and collected. The 3 C's, which are very important with me because I am a certified crash out.
What I love most about Lola, she helps me be more of an extrovert.
To the people that judge us, We've been here and we're gonna be here, and we are just here to love and live life. So regardless of if you're having a bad day, that's not gonna stop us from having a good day.